Judi here, and welcome back to You Don't Know, Insert Villager Name. For those of you who are new here, in this series we dig deeper into the backgrounds of your favorite villagers. What are their interests? How many siblings do they have? What are their innermost desires and struggles? I hope we can build this up together, so please comment down below who your favorite villager is, and we just might analyze them next. Today we're going to be talking about Cube, and can I just say, oh my goodness, even I didn't know Cube before making this video. Be sure to stick to the end because the plot only thickens from here. Now, Cube is a lazy penguin villager who can be met in every Animal Crossing game to date. While he may seem playful and silly, and that is true, there is a lot more to his story than what first meets the eye. But before we get into his backstory, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Those eyes. Now, there are 3 theories to why Cube has the name he has, and 2 of these explain his eyes. 1, his name might be a reference to ice cubes, referring to the biome in which penguins such as himself live. While this is possible, if the developers wanted to name him after his environment, they could have chosen something even more obvious, such as glacier or even just ice. After all, it wouldn't be the first time a villager was named after their weather. Now, the second theory revolves around his Japanese name, vis, which means screw, vis, in French, and this might be alluding to his eye shape. This is also supported by his catchphrase in the Chinese version of the game, shizi, meaning cross-shaped. But if this is true and his eyes are supposed to be screws, then... No, let's not. No. Now, a third theory is that his name refers to the console of the first international Animal Crossing game, the Nintendo GameCube. According to this theory, his eyes are meant to resemble the D-pads of the GameCube controller. This theory is further backed up by his default outfit featuring the GameCube logo, although it was replaced by the big dot shirt in later games. Personally, I'm leaning towards the GameCube theory for his name and eyes, but let me know in the comments below which one you find the most likely, and if you have any theories of your own. Now for his backstory, and once again, this game never ceases to surprise me. Cube is a lazy villager, meaning he's easy to get along with. Well, unless you're a jock or snooty villager, in which you might have a few differs in values. In any event, he's very easygoing, friendly, and can often be seen running around resident services just enjoying the fresh air. That's why it's so hard to believe that he could be hiding such a devastating past. Back in 2001, Cube would often walk along the beach, collecting litter from the ocean. It was at this time when he discovered gyroids, these mysterious clay figures that appeared to be alive, dancing and harmonizing effortlessly. He was fascinated by them and began using his spare parts to create robots modeled after them. He later presented his inventions to the Faraway Museum, whose staff was so impressed that they scouted him to join their next space mission. By 2005, he had developed even more technology. Between his lab work, he also continued volunteering to help keep the shorelines clean. During one of these trips, he was able to rescue a fish who was trapped in some plastic from a young age. Unfortunately, her injuries were too severe to be re-released into the wild, but he took such good care of her, and she became his little research buddy, accompanying him as he pressed on tirelessly. Unfortunately, in 2008, his fish friend passed away. Thankfully, she lived comfortably for her last 3 years. After her death, Cube threw himself into his research even more intensely. By 2012, he made a great deal of progress. He'd built several machines and was on a roll with his new inventions. He became known for his little need for sleep and his ambition towards becoming an astronaut. The Faraway Museum was also excited to announce that they were almost ready for takeoff when... disaster struck. Cube lost everything. After a huge storm hit, his life's work vanished in the blink of an eye. He fell from being mere inches from reaching his dream to having nothing at all. He had to use the wood on a deserted island to start rebuilding his home. He painted the furniture with bright colors, trying to raise his spirits. In every previous game, his favorite song was KK Technopop, an upbeat song which matches the vibe of his engineering research. But now, he listens to Farewell on repeat, saying goodbye to his former life and accepting his new reality. If you're still not convinced such a silly villager could have such a dark past, you can even find hints of his struggles in his New Horizons dialogue, where he admits it's been hard to restart. We can learn something, however, from his favorite saying, "Sometimes you gotta learn to chill." Cube threw himself into his research, pouring all of his energy into his work at the faraway museum. When his efforts were lost, it was devastating. There is a lot of pressure in today's society to work long hours and to hustle, but doing so can cause us to lose sight of life's little blessings. Now Cube spends more time running around resident services, enjoying the fresh air, playing with his bug friends, and taking in every day. As for his research, in Happy Home Paradise, we see that he has maintained his lifelong environmental awareness as he asks the player for an eco-friendly factory. While it may previously seem odd for him to ask for a factory, this facility is how he plans to regain his lost materials and start rebuilding his project. Hopefully by the next installment of Animal Crossing, we'll see Cube once again on his way to complete his life's work and finally travel to space. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider leaving a like and subscribing for more content like this. I'd also love to make this series interactive, so please leave a comment down below letting me know which villager you'd like to see me analyze next. If there's anything you think I missed or theories you might have about Cube, I'd also love to hear your ideas. I'll see you soon. Remember to stay hydrated. Bye everybody! Before we end off, I'd also love to thank Abyss and Yum for helping me collect content of Cube for today's video. Please remember, if you have any pictures or videos with or of your favorite villager, I'd love to include them in the video as well. I love featuring your content, and I think it's so much more fun to do these when we work on them together. Also, if there's any details that you know about the villager yourself, I'd love to include some of the things that you know about them personally. Anyways, I'll see you all soon. Bye everybody!